Hey guys, so I wanted to show you real quick how I organize and store our RightStart Math curriculum manipulatives. For those of you who use RightStart Math or are looking into RightStart Math, you know it is very manipulatives heavy. There are a lot of pieces and components to keep organized, and so a lot of people are like, how on earth am I supposed to keep up with all this stuff, or how am I going to store it? So I'm going to show you what works for me and how we've been using it for a little over half of a year now. Here is our homeschool shelf, and this is where we store all of our homeschool materials for the most part. So I'll show you this first. So this is from Walmart, but it is basically the same size and shelf system as the popular one from IKEA. We have those upstairs in our toy room, and they're pretty much the same. So I use one square here for the RightStart stuff, and everything, all of our RightStart materials fit in there except for the math balance, which it is up there on the top. It's big, and so it has to be fit somewhere else, and so we just store it up there on the top, grab it down when we need it. But everything else fits in this cube. And so I've got this box on the bottom. It's a Sterilite container from Walmart. It contains the bigger stuff, and I can actually fit all of this stuff in it as well. It's just that we use these every single day, and so I just leave them out rather than putting them up and having to open that box every single day, because that's the teacher manual, the workbook, the student workbook, and then our two abacuses. And so I just leave those on the top. But if I want to put it up nice and neatly, it fits in there. And then this part is all of the smaller manipulatives in a box that has a bunch of small boxes in it, and I'll show you the inside in a minute. And then over here, we have the whiteboard that comes with the curriculum and the fraction board thing that can't really fold it or anything. So those just slide there at the side for when we need them, and it all fits in there nicely. Okay, so this is that box that was on the bottom. Like I said, it's a Sterilite container from Walmart. And there is plenty of room in the top if I wanted to have the abacuses and the teacher book and the student workbook in there to close the lid, but I have those out right now. I've got, these are some baggies of some stuff that we've had to cut for lessons that I wasn't sure if we were ready to throw them away, so I tossed those in there. There's the book that comes with it, the appendix pages that come with it. Some of them I have already laminated and some I have not, but those are sitting there in the top. And the math card game book. So we use those fairly frequently. So I have it set in there and kind of organized, obviously like a puzzle, the best way that it's going to fit, but I also try to keep stuff that we use more frequently on the top for easy grabbing. So we've got the wooden geometry solids. There's the reflector. Calculator's under there still in its case because we haven't used that yet. There's our geo boards down here at the bottom, and some of the other measuring tools that we have not gotten to yet that fit down there nicely in the bottom. I've got the different cards that are in the envelopes kind of tucked over here on the side, but it all fits in there nice and neat, and I'm easily able to get all that in there, other than the stuff that's in the other box I'm going to show you. And then the other part of my storage system is this box that is a photo storage box. I got it at Michael's. They also have them at Hobby Lobby, probably Walmart and Amazon, that kind of stuff. And you know, if you get it somewhere like Walmart, I mean Hobby Lobby or Michael's, you can use a 40% off coupon, which is really nice. But it just opens up and has all these boxes in there. At some point I want to take my label maker and label each of them, but for now, I mean, it's fine. I can easily find what I need. But each box I kind of put either one manipulative or several things that go together. So for example, I have all the coins and I have the money card deck, but I've just got different little card sets or things that are small. There's the tangrams, and that we use several things together. There's the clock and the clock cards. We haven't used that yet. But anyway, this makes it so nice. Okay, so the colored tiles There's a lot of them. So right now I have them in 3 different boxes. They would fit in 2. I just haven't recombined them after I originally put these in to kind of see how everything is going to fit. But it's really nice to be able to just grab out what we need for one lesson and not have to have all sorts of huge containers out. I still have a couple of these left over. Like this one has 1 whole card in it. I need to move. Those can be combined. So I have a little bit of extra space. These are the appendix. This comes in the appendix of the book. And so I laminated them, cut them out, and then kept them in a box together and rubber banded the matching sets together. And so this is just a really nice, clean way to keep everything organized and where you need it, and without having to like open a huge box full of stuff every time we need whatever it is that we need. So anyway, there's that. Okay, and that's a wrap. So yes, it's a lot of manipulatives when you open the box. I know I was kind of like, wow, this is a lot. And you kind of, can be like, how am I gonna keep up with all this stuff? It could be like a million Ziploc baggies. So I hope this was helpful as you're trying to figure out how to organize your new RightStart manipulatives so that it's not too overwhelming, so that they're easy to grab and use every day and not have to sort through a bunch of stuff. So anyway, if you're not a RightStart Math customer yet and you're just researching, I will link below to the curriculum that we have that I use with my kindergartner, so you can check that out and see what all this stuff is that I was just talking about and showing the organization for. So anyway, you guys have a great day.